Tonight's nominated costume designers are masters at telling a character's story in clothing, not words. Let's take a look at their fabulous creations.
Costume design. Charlotte Walter, Birdsong.
Let me introduce you to Monsieur and Madame Bérard.
Enchanté.
Isabelle, my wife.
Pardonnez-moi, René.
You came all the way from England. She, I suspect, only from one of the more fashionable shopping parades in Amiens.
Enchanté.
Amy Roberts, call the midwife. Keast, the mystery of Edwin Drood.
There he is! Oh, look at his lovely hair!
Will you please be quiet?
It's so romantic. I could faint.
Mr. Edwin Drood to see Miss Rosa Budd.
Susanna Buxton, Downton Abbey.
Why do we have to help ourselves at luncheon?
It's a Downton tradition. They have their feast at lunchtime and we have ours in the evening.
But why can't they have their lunch early and then serve us, like they normally do?
Because it's Christmas Day.
It's not how we'll do it at Haxby.
Which I can easily believe. Oh, this is nice. What is it?
What does it look like?
Something for getting stones out of horses' hooves?
It's a nutcracker. We thought you'd like it.
Good.
To crack your nuts.
And the BAFTA goes to Charlotte Walter for Birdsong.
Thank you to my family, my husband and two of my daughters who were always on the end of the phone, but mainly to Hannah. Hannah is my eldest daughter and she's my costume supervisor. This really is half hers. Thank you, Hannah.
Congratulations, Charlotte.
Thank you.
Very well done. We are standing next to... Will you talk me through? What's this creation?
This is Eddie Redmayne's costume, Stephen, and we literally had everything made. He looks a bit dishevelled.
So there isn't like a sort of store that you can go to get old
No, not
army
at
gear or
all.
anything?
At all. And this is First World War uniform, and there's very, very little left out there, of course. So I went to the Imperial War Museum to see the real ones that were all in drawers in paper. And luckily found these guys in Poland who have a passion for making uniform, and they wove the fabric and made the uniforms for me. And I became obsessed by the detail, and it's really extraordinary how clever, sort of, and there was a reason for everything during the First World War, that they, on their uniforms, reasons for all the webbing and the things that they hooked onto the webbing, and it was extraordinary.
So to get things like that right, how long was your research process before production started?
Not long enough. We had 8 weeks to prep the whole thing.
Goodness.
And it took me about probably 3 weeks to find these guys. I mean, I did try, obviously, to get them made in London, but sadly there's not the facilities here. And these guys at Hero Collection are passionate about this sort of thing and completely understood that I wanted it to be authentic to the last.
I was going to say, that, is there a pressure to get that right when you're doing a period piece?
I think there was a huge pressure because not only do you want it to look right and believable, but for the First World War was such a huge thing in Britain for us. And I had fantastic photographs of my great aunt's husband, who was a captain in the First World War. Beautiful photographs of her and him sitting in my great grandmother's garden, him in his uniform and her in a beautiful dress kissing. And that was sort of my inspiration for Eddie's costume and for Claremont's dress too.
Do you have a favourite piece then?
In the film? Well, I suppose it's got to be this uniform and her blue dress.
And was there a difficult piece? Was there a piece that, you know, really was tough to finish, to complete, to get on screen?
It felt like most of it. Well, it was like doing two films, really. We shot all the trenches and the uniforms first, and then I kept flying back to London to prep for the French and the contrast of the French costumes. So it was that was strange. You know, I was completely, all I could see was green, and then come back to Cosprop in London and I'd be like, whoa, nice silks. And so from that point of view, yeah, it was because we shot the whole thing in Budapest, it was just about getting the costumes.
Are jobs
out
like this
there.
rare gems, or in British television are there lots
I
of
think
things
so,
about?
of course. I mean, it was a lovely job to be given, and you know, thank you, as I said to Philip and to Lynn for giving me the job. I mean, it was extraordinary, and the actors were amazing, lovely. All the boys were lovely, and Claremont's was just wonderful, and she knows how to wear a dress. She was amazing.
Lovely stuff. Well, thank you for speaking to me, and very well done.
Thank you. It's very exciting.
Well done.
Thank you.